Studio 12 back here at the south end zone of Kyle Field. Matt and Will with you here. It's time for our weekly segment with Aggie softball, Tori Vidales. We still haven't named the segment, have we?
Nope.
That's maybe by the end of the season we'll have a name for this.
Well, we got the suggested name taken with the web feature. That
TV?
Yeah, TV.
Aggie softball TV.
Our initials are TV. I mean, you have to do something with that.
Clever.
The first
clever.
one was pretty good, by the way.
Thank you.
I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
Bree, you got any
Bree,
ideas for names?
Clean pocket. I'm just kidding.
We're supposed to tease the topic. You just put it out
Just,
there.
she
She's a
just
pro.
wanted to go for it.
Bree,
going
have
for
you
it.
seen the first Aggie softball TV with Tori Vidales?
No, I
Do you
have
watch
not.
anything this girl does?
She does a lot. I gotta keep up with her. you know?
Roommates, and you don't go home and tell your roommates, "Hey, watch this."
She has to probably like
No,
put the
I
computer in
do.
front of me and tell me to watch this, because I can't find it anyway.
This girl,
And Bree's just over. Don't bother me with your stuff.
okay, this is what she'll do.
Here we go.
She'll go home. She'll be like, I have so much homework tonight. I have to do so much. I have to do X, Y, and Z. And then she'll go home, lay down in her bed, and start doing this. And I come in her room. I'm like,
For the
Bree.
radio listeners, you just got on your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
For
yeah.
the TV, you're fine.
And I'm like, Bree, have you done your homework? Oh, no, I was about to start.
So it's all Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You're
It's
checking.
Snapchat's
World star.
Snapchat.
No.
Snapchat will suck the life out of any day. You'll just sit there on Snapchat, and then like 2 hours
yeah.
later, you're like, oh, wait, what?
I have a night ritual. Like I have to watch all my Snapchats and then I go to bed.
Yeah.
But
You got to
here's
keep
the
up
thing.
on what's going on, what everybody's up to.
Wait, does the ritual ever steer toward homework?
No.
It will.
Okay, sometimes.
It will if I go
but-
in the kitchen. I cannot lay in my bed and do homework
And
because
okay,
I will
she,
fall asleep.
Yeah, she falls asleep, and I tell her this. I'm like, Bree, don't go in there and lay in your bed because you know you're gonna go to sleep.
I always say I'm giving myself a break, but
Last week, I walked in the house late because we were working on the first recap, and she goes, "Yeah, I might go out to dinner with some friends, whatever." I come home at like 11:30. She's in the bed. I'm like, Bree,
I like to hibernate, Tori.
and she likes to fake sleep when you walk in.
That's a good move. I've done that.
So if you
Yeah.
come in, she'll act like she's asleep, and then if you walk up to her and she starts laughing, you know she's faking it. But if you go in there and I'm like, Bree, and she doesn't move, I'm like, all right, she's asleep. So then I'll just like turn off her light. So I feel like
Thanks,
her mom.
Mom.
That's the whole new topic.
Got her tray,
that's
I'm
coming
just
up.
kidding.
We knew when we brought the
Mom.
roommates in here, we'd get all the good stuff
Yeah.
here. This
So
is
in
good.
case you
Okay,
didn't
well-
know, from Aggie softball, we have Tori Vidales and Brianna Dozier with
So,
And on Tori's break, except from homework, she watches makeup videos.
yes,
so
I do.
She
makeup
can't
videos.
all the time.
Like
Jacqueline
how
Hill.
to
Okay,
make
that's
the hook.
excessive. Not all the time.
Yes, you do. We were in the airport and you were watching one. You're like, Bree, I know, leave me alone.
What else was I gonna do?
Well,
you
yeah,
were
you gotta
doing
kill time.
homework.
I
and
don't
then
know
you
what that is. I
stopped.
thought I envisioned like a how-to session of
It's
putting
like-
on makeup.
It's like they have their actual like
You know, it's
makeup done. Then
Very
they go back to
informative
So it is.
of how to
So I was
accomplish
right.
a makeup look.
Okay.
how to get the smoky eye,
How to get
the
them
wing.
eyebrows on fleek.
Will, you don't that just doesn't happen. That takes practice. That takes energy.
Well,
that
I
takes
mean-
study and prep.
I mean, you know me. Like I'm gonna study and
Well,
prep.
I don't either.
and, I mean, that's not the way it works around here. Not on Studio 12.
No,
no,
heck
not at
no.
all.
Heck no. San Diego, how was the trip? You guys have a good time?
Yeah, it was fun. I think it was like fun as a team. We got to really, we noticed that we were kind of really playing really tight, and then coach kind of pointed out, was like, you guys are playing really tight, and so we were like, you know what, let's just go out there and play and have fun, and then we ended up beating a team 21-0, and it was the most fun game I think we've had in a while, just because we were going crazy in the dugout and just doing what we always do and just being
Silly.
goofy and silly. Yeah, so it was really fun.
Yeah, the Aggies go 3-1 last weekend in San Diego, ranked 12th nationally in the latest poll. Start a homestand after a midweek game scheduled at Sam Houston today, weather permitting, of course. Texas Tech this weekend, LSU. Welcome to SEC play, LSU the following weekend. Bree, nice to get back home this weekend, back at the Aggie softball complex.
For sure. It was nice to be in San Diego, but, it's not always your home field. So we're excited to play in front of home crowd and have our sugar daddies there because they for sure help us.
I saw a tarp slide as well.
Oh,
we have some video
that
of that.
was awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know Coach was going to let us do that, but
Why
she
did
did.
it rain on you guys in San Diego?
Right? It
Last
never
day?
rains in California,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
boom, rain.
So you
Poured.
guys got some tarp sliding.
Oh,
We
yeah.
did.
Oh, that's
Honestly,
nice.
I was so surprised. I went to the restroom, and I was like, I got to go to the restroom. So I ran to the restroom really quick, and then I hear the PA guy going, all right, are you guys ready? And I'm like, what are they doing? I got to hurry. So I'm like getting my pants buttoned, and I'm tucking in my shirt, and I'm like running over there. I'm like, wait! Like I screamed. I was like, I want to go.
It's like a water park at that
Oh,
point.
it was fun.
Craig probably wouldn't let you do a tarp slide at
Oh,
home.
probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Everybody participate, or
No, not
Everyone. Well, Coach at first said no pictures, and Katie Marks by that time already had her shoes off, so she was like, "Oh, I'm going. I'm a senior." So she went with us. I think Kayla Ober went too.
Yeah.
A couple
I think
pictures went, but
Sam didn't go.
yeah, Sam, Trinity. I know April, Ryan for sure didn't go.
oh,
A little
But-
clumsy.
I
Sam
thought when
was
you said
completely
that, I
dry.
thought you meant Joe said, "Don't take any pictures of this."
Pictures.
Oh,
because we don't
no.
want it out
Yeah.
there. You
No.
know,
Pictures.
pictures
Like-
in
Yes.
circles.
Yeah. But it was funny. If you see the video, my dad posted a video on Facebook of it, and you see them saying like 1, 2, 3, and everyone runs and slides, and then here
At
you
the
see
same
Bree
time.
just running, still running across the tarp, and then at the very end of the tarp, she like falls on her knees and then on her stomach, and we were like, "Why were you
Oh
still
my
running?"
God.
I wanted to go fast.
Oh my God! I've always wanted to do that. Is it
It
fun
was
as
really
it
fun.
seems?
It was.
Was that
really
y'all's
fun.
first tarp slide in a
That
rain delay?
was.
That might be my first and last.
Now wait a minute. Well,
Go out on top. Go out with a great effort. That's what I
Oh
say.
yeah. I just say the last because it was very fun to do, but after
Oh,
I just felt so gross.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to go to the hotel and take a shower because I made sure before we did it. I was like, Coach, are we going back to the hotel? And she said yes. So I said, okay, I'll do it.
You're in.
that's funny because I would think those tarps are really clean. They just get rolled over
I know.
dirt and grass
Just
all the time.
Standing water, all that good
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, this though proves a point as we've been talking on this show the last couple weeks. Bree, the chemistry on this team. How tight you guys seem to be. Everybody having a good time. Goal is to win. Goal is to win championships. But you guys are really close off the field, aren't you?
Yes, I would totally agree. I think coming in beginning of the fall, we were all just like, there was just we just have something. It's just there. We all just get along. There's no drama. We all just, like being around each other. There might be like people that hang out with each other more, but when we come to the field, it's just like we are literally a family. It's just good to have. So I think that helps us when we play too. So
Yeah,
Where's
Keep
the
it
home
going.
run count now for the team?
a lot.
how many do we have? You had one. I had one. You.
Evan says 35.
Very
Kristen had
35?
Yeah, 35 because there's 4 this week.
Still
Bree
leading
just-
the nation?
Bree just drops grand
Not
slams.
yet. No, you lost the
She just
national
drops grand
lead,
slams,
guys.
Will.
What's
who's
the lead?
beating us?
Oh,
And
you got
who-
some
Auburn?
ground to make up.
Yeah, we do.
Well, she'll work on that.
We're
Go
getting some
lift a
good
little more weights.
behind the camera info from Evan Roberts, our media relations director. So it's good to feed us that. But you guys got some catching up to do now.
Yeah. Hey, we got some work
Shouldn't
to
be
do.
a problem.
Hey, just hit the ball hard. If you hit it hard, it'll go out.
Yeah.
You know?
Not true.
I didn't sound like Coach Glasgow there, did I?
No, he'll always tell me, you got to get the ball in the air. You can't hit a home run if it's a ground ball.
He really
like-
says that. That's interesting.
We
Hey,
could have
it
had a
works.
lot this past weekend
okay,
at San
these
Diego.
fields were ginormous. Like,
San Diego State, we got robbed
Both of them.
3 times. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, and then
Well,
you didn't play Sunday.
Yeah.
You got that one washed out.
Well,
so.
the fields were 210 down the line and 225 in center, and we usually play 190 down the line and 210 in center. So
Uh-huh.
the difference in fields and the fences were really tall.
And the air was thicker, so the ball just didn't carry as
humidity
much.
out there. All right.
Yeah.
Sea
so-
level, Will.
Getting back home, we expect to catch up with whoever's got 41.
Yes, we do. Mhm. We definitely
I
intend on
agree.
catching up.
Tori, this weekend against Texas Tech, it's your last tune-up, if you want to call it that, before SEC play. It's a traditional 3-game series, which I like that concept. It kind of gets you out of tournament mode and switches you into SEC mode. You guys looking forward to a 3-game weekend set?
Absolutely. I think we were all talking about that on the bus ride home, too. We were like, oh, my gosh, this is going to be our last day to play 2 games. And then we didn't even end up playing them. But playing 1 game a day is so much easier just because you're able to put so much more into it. And when you do play 2 games, like we said, the past weekends, we've had to put so much emotionally and physically in the games where it may not seem like a lot and that the softball games are quick, but those games are very intense and played at such a high speed that you're so into it the whole game, you're drained by the end of it. So I think playing 1 game is really going to give us the taste of SEC and really see what we can do, especially when our bodies are refreshed and ready to go.
Tori Vidales and Bree Dozier with us here on Studio 12. Bree, what's maybe been the most impressive thing to you about this team so far on the young season? I know there's still plenty of season left to play, but has there been one thing? Could be on the field, could be off the field.
Of course, the team chemistry, but for sure, I would say our fight. Just our last game in Cathedral City. This was like the first weekend we had that we played. That we had 6 games, and we normally don't have 6 games. We only play 5. So this was like the last game of the tournament. You know, we already won the tournament, and we had New Mexico State, right? Yeah. We were playing
New
them.
Mexico,
New Mexico.
yeah.
We were playing them, and we were down 4 in the bottom of the 7th, and that was just. It was just fun to see us, you know, put runs together and just, you know, continue to press, make them, you know, press and stuff. So it really just showed me that we have so much fight, because that was a big comeback at the end of that 7th inning. So.
And you see everyone talking about the same game, and I think it really does like show to be such an important game for us. And like she said, she didn't watch the last one, so like when we talked about it last week, it shows like she's not just getting, oh well, we fought really hard at this game. It's like she really does believe that we fought that. So I think that says a lot about the team and our fight too.
You know, people see the home runs. They see the wins you've already accumulated against top 15, top 10 teams. The win on the win streak, obviously. That's the flashy stuff. Everybody notices it. But you can't go far unless you can pitch and defend. And how do you guys feel about it thus far? Not when you have the bat in your hands, when you're out on the field, the defensive part of it and things like that.
I think it was great. Which weekend did we go without a single error? That was our home tournament, the Aggie Invitational. We went the entire weekend with 0 errors, so I think that was such a huge thing for us, especially coming back from Cathedral where we didn't play our best defense and still managed to win games. So Coach always stresses hang your hat on defense, and we really try to focus on that and practice specifically. So whenever we do go out on defense, we know that we have our pitchers back and able to just really get the job done. And even being so young, I think that helps us just communicating, not really worrying about situations. And I feel like I'm just constantly like, hey, just get outs. Like, that's all we need, just get outs. So no matter really the situation, I'm just like, just get outs. Don't worry about the runners. Don't worry about them. Just get outs. So I guess
it helps knowing you got a lineup.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they try to sacrifice, just get the out.
Yeah.
If they score a run, look, I mean, we've got a lineup that can catch it.
Yeah, and I think we've done a good job of knowing where our outs are. So, like, obviously we want to get out every play that we can. So, like, say they do lay down a sack bunt, and you got to know your runners as well. So, slow girl on first, then Chris and Ashley or C, whoever's behind the plate that game, is going to be yelling 2-2-2 and really just helping us out with that. But we know if we have a fast girl that we're probably not going to get her, so we're just going to go 1 and just keep on getting outs.
I got you.
21 to win.
That's right.
Bree, you're one of the few, and it's kind of funny to say that, one of the few veterans on this team. As a senior, it's still a young squad. What did you learn maybe last year? Do you look at yourself as one of the leaders of this group? And what did you learn maybe last year handling young players, trying to help them along, and maybe, again, this year, kind of having to do the same thing again as a senior?
Just mainly, me, myself, I really don't see myself as the, like, one specific lead on our team. We have plenty that we all just do different things and, you know, just acquiring leadership for our team. But I'll say last year and this year, like, comparing the two as far as our field, our team is full of, you know, underclassmen and stuff. So it's mainly just letting them know that they have, like, even though they're young, they can still have, you know, a say on the team. Like, just feel free to ask questions. Just make them feel comfortable. Make them feel, you know, like this is your first year, but, you know, you'll learn the ropes, so you'll get there, and, you know, just mainly, like, helping each other out, because it is hard coming to, you know, college and adjusting with a different team that you ever played with, but just mainly making them feel like they are
part
able
of the team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to play with us. So.
I would agree.
Bree, I have to ask you this because we talked about it last week. They were teasing you about lean pockets, and I'm gonna give you a chance to defend yourself because Tori and Kristen.
It, but
well, no, that's okay. But they were talking about they were joking about how you've got. What do you guys have a bunch of lean pockets stashed in the freezer at
Actually, I
home?
went
there
home
any-
after that episode, and I opened up the fridge, and they were sitting right there, and I was like,
do I even have any right now?
yes.
Wow, I honestly have not eaten any in a while.
Oh, we
my gosh.
got the jaw drop next to you. Like, are you kidding me?
Who is the neat freak of the house? Or both of y'all kind of?
She might be more than I am. I would say I'll say we both, like, clean the house a lot. And I'll say,
don't
but
know,
her room is always cleaner than mine.
See, my strategy usually when I had, and Will lived with me for a while, my strategy was I keep the common areas clean.
Yep.
And your
the
room's
mess
messy.
becomes in
Yeah.
my room.
I'm
Yeah.
still that way.
Yeah.
Yep,
Me and
I'm
her
still
really
that
stress
way,
about
too.
the kitchen being clean. I think we're always like doing dishes and like because the dishes will like accumulate in the sink and I just can't handle that. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to get this out of my sink, put it in the dishwasher, or put it away or something. So like we'll switch off doing like the big loads and then I don't know when my parents come in, I know to clean the house.
Oh gosh.
You know better.
Yeah, my mom will kick my butt. So
Same.
I'll like sweep and mop and stuff. And so I don't know. I'm just really like I don't want my parents to see it messy.
We always remind each other too. Like we know, like this week when we play Texas Tech, so we're like, all right,
Thursday night we
Thursday
will be
night,
cleaning the house.
parents coming Friday, clean the house. Because
Clean
my
it up.
mom, Brianna, I'm like, nope.
Literally, her mom will say that. She'll get the face.
You knew I was
Brianna.
coming in town. You should have had the house clean. I'm like, okay, ma'am.
That's all.
But her room. Oh,
That's okay. It's out of the sight.
But it's bad right now because we just got back
Yeah.
from San Diego, so
Oh,
I
I
have
already
stuff.
You're in the
packed.
busy
And we went
season, the
shopping.
grind of it. I mean, there's going to be a little bit of letting it go, isn't there?
Yeah, it's always my laundry.
Got
already
cook? Anyone cook? Is anyone
I
a
would-
cook or not
She
really?
cooks more. I don't. I go
Yeah.
to Slocum all the time.
Pinterest is like my
Oh,
BFF.
I can't blame you for that.
Do you
Tori,
experiment?
You get to Slocum a bunch?
I do, but it depends. Like if I'm doing something, like if I have like a lot of homework, I know that we'll stay at Slocum for way too long, just talking and messing around. So I'll go home and cook something. But I like to get on Pinterest and like cook breakfast. Like breakfast is like my thing. So like I'll wake up in advance, like an hour and 30 minutes before I like really need to leave, and like cook breakfast and sit down and like get a good healthy breakfast, and so I can get my
Healthy
day started.
equals bacon, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
I see you guys are in
man.
the era of the RC Slocum Nutrition Center. Matt and I came to Texas A&M in the Kane Hall tenure.
Memories.
Oh, yeah.
It was wonderful food. I would not put Nutrition Center
Yeah,
on the
no.
back end of it, though. I mean, we
Chicken
gained,
fried steak days.
Yeah, I mean everything.
Chili Frito pie bars.
You guys didn't
No.
have this, so
Nope.
it
Yeah.
was
sodas
yeah.
as far as the eye could see.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
I
not.
mean, sometimes we get mac and cheese.
I mean, no, the Nutrition
Yeah.
Center's great.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
excellent food.
But
I'm just saying,
compared to what
it's-
they had,
both were
The
excellent
nutritional
food.
value is different.
They were different. They were
Exactly.
different. We'll
ours
say
are
that.
more on the
Exactly.
diet and
Yeah.
I like it,
healthier.
though.
And I'm
Because you
very
can eat
thankful for the
healthy.
Nutrition Center.
Oh.
I mean, I just
It was
packed
a
on pounds at
lifesaver.
Slocum, and I mean, not at Kane Hall. That's where I packed on the pounds.
It was good old time. Good old times.
Now, about 12 years later, Slocum's helping me lose it.
They get you covered there.
Yeah,
Better late than never.
exactly.